Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Everybody, welcome into the Auburn Blitz here at noon. We're live on location at Prime Steakhouse in Stillwaters. Man, getting set for an unbelievable Memorial Day weekend down here, full of entertainment, all kind of different things going on. Of course, you can always play golf. You can just come down here to the restaurant and take advantage of the outstanding food like we do every single time we're here. So they've got all kind of different things on the menu. We'll talk about that. But I'm going to go down this lineup of entertainment, and it is phenomenal. Like, they have some really, really good acts coming in, and you can buy tickets for the weekend. You can get those VIP passes. Hopefully, Eric McKinley going to swing by and talk to us a little bit about that throughout the program. At some point in time, you never know when he's going to blow in. But we know we'll see Brian. Brian will be here, the chef here at Prime. And I'm just going to say, like, it is one of the best steakhouse environments I've ever been in. You know, the food is phenomenal, but the environment is second to none. And it is, I challenge anybody to go find one any better. And if you haven't been to Prime Steakhouse, you're missing out.
There's no question about that, and we love coming here. We take advantage of it, like you said, every time we're here. And honestly, I mean, today's such a beautiful day to see the golfers. They're coming in and out, and I just know tonight is going to be packed. It's Wednesday. It is.
Again, and we'll talk more about Prime throughout the show. Our program brought to you by the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. You need to go check her out online, GlendaMitchellLawFirm.com, and we'll throw some numbers out there for you guys. And a lot of you regulars that watch us each and every day, you probably, I hope you've taken our advice and putting the numbers in your phone. But for Alabama, Georgia, and even South Carolina, Glenda Mitchell serving those three states. If you're injured in a car wreck or anything like that, she's the first person you need to be calling, maybe outside of 911 if it's a serious accident. But she needs to be right there at the top of the list. So you're taken care of with insurance needs, medical needs, all the different things. Hopefully none of you ever have to use that. But if you do, you've got it stored in your phone. All right, a carryover this morning, had a tremendous podcast this morning, had a lot to talk about, didn't get to half of what we wanted to discuss. But you and I kind of, the last couple of days, been really busy with our prospects and getting that tour started for the summer. And we started with a bang. I mean, with the top, really 4 of the top 5 guys in the state, according to 24/7, Viger, Williamson, and St. Michael, talking to Gunnar Rivers, who happens to be the number one player in the state of Alabama in this class. And look, I think this is a very unique top 15 that we're going to be covering this year, because there's pockets of players. You know, it's not really spread out all over the place. You got 4 or 5 guys in the Mobile area. You got a couple over at Prattville. So that you got little pockets. So our trips aren't going to be as vast as they were last year, but I think the level of talent is at the top of the heap. And again, Auburn's already gotten a commitment from Donovan Moore. You would love to get a commitment from 1 or 2 of those guys in that Mobile area, and then a few more in this top 15 list.
Yeah, it just is interesting how we traveled last year all across the state in very different, very, very outskirt parts of the state. Now that we are going this year, you've got something to compare it to, and you've got all these different areas, and, you know, being able to talk to the recruits about the teams that they're playing in that area. I mean, it's unbelievable because of how much talent is there. And yeah, so now we've got the Mobile
going on. You know, when I look down at this list, and this has gotten to be the common theme, it seems like over the last several years, these top 15 guys year in and year out were dominated by Alabama and Auburn. You know, they would get the lion's share of these recruits. That's just not happening anymore, everybody. And you can tell that NIL, the transfer portal, a lot of different elements have come into play in determining where guys go. I mean, just for example, Isaac McNeil and Jabbar Skrar are uncommitted right now, and Jatori Williams over at Phoenix City. Then you got Jalen Scott, who we talked to.
Yeah, committed to Oklahoma, and he was committed to Auburn, decommitted, then now is really locked in at Oklahoma.
I feel pretty good about as definitive as he was. Like, we tried to chisel through that stone a little bit to try to see, and great kid, by the way, and that's one thing that we're going to tell you about. We're going to tell you about our encounters, and he really he's one of the ones that you felt like you've known him for like 3 years, and we'd never met him before, and just kind of his personality.
Very personable.
Very, very good.
Very, very nice kid who had a lot to say, honestly, and was pretty open about everything. I mean, you have Antonio Coleman, who's his coach, who obviously was really excited when he had committed to Auburn at first. And, of course, his whole family is big. Auburn was really excited when he committed to Auburn, and then now they're really supportive of him going to Oklahoma because it is interesting how things change and how some things work.
Yeah, decommitted in December, and then and you'll have to watch the interview to kind of see why he talked openly about it, and it was nothing. There's no animosity, but things change, and people have to change their the way they look at things, and that's what he did. But, again, Akeem Hall at Dothan, you don't really see very many top prospects come out of Dothan, that area. He's on the composite list, the number one player in the state. He's number 6 in the 24/7, but on the composite, he's the number one player in the state. And he's committed to Miami. Then you get to Donovan Moore from Bessemer City, who was at Hueytown, if everybody remembers. When he committed to Auburn, he was a Hueytown player. We saw him last year up close and personal in the playoffs. Transfers over to Bessemer City. He's committed to Auburn. Then you got Cameron Pritchett at Thompson. It's an Oklahoma commit. I mean, this thing is
Oregon.
I mean, not Oklahoma, Oregon. Yeah, I got the wrong go on there. And then you got the 2 kids from Prattville, uncommitted. So right now, Auburn's got one. Alabama doesn't have anything until Trent Seaborn at number 12. And it's just crazy to look down and think that a state like Alabama that was so dominated by those 2 in-state schools has a hard time getting 2 or 3 commitments now out of the top 15.
What, you think that's because of the NIL and what other schools are able to offer?
Without a doubt. I think things are not as regional as they used to be. And I think from a national level, even Auburn, any school, maybe they've changed their recruiting strategy of going, hey, we got to win the state. We got to get these kids in state. I think you go after, obviously you're going out and recruiting the best kids, but you're going out literally with a budget like some of these big Power 4 schools, and you can go grab a guy from California. You can go get the number 1 player out of Delaware like Auburn just did in an offensive tackle that you would have normally thought Penn State, Notre Dame, where he was leaning. And then all of a sudden a team like Auburn goes up into the northeast corner of the country and snatches one of the top players away.
Well, I mean, the last couple of years, you've got Oregon coming into Alabama and just taking guys out left and right. And I mean, that's not stopping now. But I feel like that's when things really started to change, was when you saw that Oregon in the top 15 multiple times, not just 1 or 2, but multiple. And that's where the NIL growth was really skyrocketing. And so now you're seeing it in a lot of other schools too.
Relationships mean a lot too. So now you really just feel like you don't have any boundaries. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not saying this is the way that it's going 100%, but I think Auburn and Alabama, they want as many top in-state kids as they can get.
Yeah.
But that's not their full focus. And a kid that you would have normally seen go to an Auburn, Alabama, maybe doesn't get an offer from an Auburn or Alabama anymore. Now, I think majority of the guys that we're talking to do have those offers, and they do have multiple offers. But I think recruiting strategies have changed for the colleges, and I think the market has opened up for the players as well. So when you throw those two elements in there, you got guys going all over the place. I mean, you still got Marquise Evans, a big defensive end. He's defensive line right now, but I think they're going to look at him more as an edge rusher. It's kind of what I was told. Sitting down there at number 13, he's vaulted up, Faith. He's really jumped over the last, couple of recruiting cycles as far as evaluation. He's a guy that could end up creeping into the top 12 at some point in time. He's sitting out there on the outside just by one. We've seen Trent Seaborn kind of go up and down. He's been as high as like 5 or 6, and now he's all the way down to number 12. And there are going to be several more evaluations between now and, the end of the football season. But a lot of these guys, you got some of these guys, I wouldn't be shocked to see them. We saw a couple last year vault from like the 20s up into the top 10, depending on how they have, a good senior year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, talking about just the regional area and where you're going and getting guys from, I mean, Georgia right now has been Auburn's pipeline for this recruiting class. It seems like as you're going over there, I mean, you're not getting guys in the top 20 out of Georgia, but that's kind of where in this area, that's where you're getting guys rather than it being a bunch of Alabama kids. I mean, it's been Georgia.
Yeah, and historically, again, if you want to go back, talk history, Auburn does well when they go get great players out of Georgia. I mean, they have to fill their roster with really good players from Georgia. So, Alex Golish, it's his first full recruiting class, kind of like what we talked about with Stephen Pearl. Stephen Pearl right now really has done a great job of going out and filling some deficiencies on this past year's roster. And we'll see what Alex Golish's first class. I think they're in the 20. I think, what are we, 24-5 now in 24/7? We'll pull that up here in just a minute to verify. All right, look, we're at Prime Steakhouse here at Stillwater's, and this weekend when we come back, we'll tell you who all is going to be here performing starting on Friday night with a big time party and then leading all the way into Sunday night with a headliner. So it's going to be great. All right, stay tuned. We're just getting started here on Auburn Blitz.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet.
Truck Month is now at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We've got fresh new Silverado 1500s and 2500 HDs arriving daily. Plus, you'll get 0% financing on Silverado 1500s right now. Drive Chevy Equinox models from 3.9 financing. But wait, that's not all.
Enjoy no payments for 90 days.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Everyone to the Auburn Blitz. 45 minutes left in our show today. We're live on location at Prime Steakhouse here in Stillwaters. Man, it is a very nice day, a little overcast, and you're going to deal with that throughout the weekend as you head into Memorial Day weekend. But you don't need to let that put a damper on your plans, because look, the party ain't stopping down here, I can tell you. Got some great events coming up and great acts that will be performing down here at Prime Steakhouse and Stillwater starting on Friday night with Electric Avenue. And look, if you just want to go back and see what a show they put on, and it's always packed down here when Electric Avenue shows up. And then on Saturday night, you got Adam Hood and Drake White that'll be playing. It's really two good acts there. And then on Sunday, a lot of you that watch American Idol and tune in, and I know a bunch of you do, Phil and Lee from really just across the border in LaGrange, Georgia, will be performing here on Sunday night. Should be a phenomenal show. Should be great. You need to come check it out down here at Prime Steakhouse. And guess what? The food's always top notch. You're never going to go wrong with the food.
Every time I get here, I'm just become starving because the food here is so good. And with my weird eating habits, you know, it has to be good if I'm getting hungry when I'm coming here.
Guess what? You're forced to get hungry when you walk in and you smell how good everything is. Hey, look, $75 tickets for the Lake Martin Auburn Club event coming up on July the 1st at Willow Point. $750 for a sponsorship. That gets you a lot of stuff that I'll go over here with you in just a minute. But from the guest standpoint, you're going to have Stephen Pearl, Larry Vickers, Butch Thompson, and Jarris McIntyre, who, by the way, we love Jarris. He's great. I think Auburn nailed it when they hired Jarris back, and he's kind of handling all of the football operations, media, alumni relations. He's been responsible for getting all the former players on campus during spring. And then you got AD John Cohen. So you got a lot of people there. I know Alex Golish because he's got another engagement that week that he's going to be involved with. And I know he hates that he can't be there, but Jarris is going to be great. I mean, if you've never been around Jarris McIntyre, to be honest with you, I think you get a different perspective from a guy like him. You know, head football coach, he's going to go in and he's going to say the same things. And I know it's great to have him, but
Squash has been on tour, so there's been a lot of things that you probably would hear the same thing that he's been asked at all the other places. So a good perspective coming from Jarris. And he's so personable, so outstanding. Love how energetic he is and how passionate he is about Auburn.
So, look, make sure it's always the best attended, and it always sells out. So, again, if you're interested, you can contact me. I'm on the board, and we've got a lot of great people that can help you get a ticket, help you figure out how you can get a sponsorship of the event. And, again, it's limited in space. And I know some of the other Auburn events don't sell out. This one does every single year, because of the venue and because there's such a star-studded lineup. And I wouldn't be shocked if Gus Malzahn and Bruce Pearl are there. Yeah. I mean, they're members that will appoint. Bruce hadn't missed one, I don't think, in 5 or 6 years. And now that Steven's the head coach, I think he'd want to be there to support him. So you're probably going to get a little dose of Bruce Pearl and maybe Gus Malzahn, who's back in this area.
Actually, if you remember, Bruce wasn't there last year, and that was Steven's first debut.
That's right.
And you and I were like,
maybe he was letting him just kind of have his own moment, you know?
All right, I'm sorry, but these guys up here, I feel real bad for them. I can't stop laughing. I've just seen the balls go up there and hit, and now
I don't know that I've ever seen anybody up on that area like that. Not to criticize anybody,
but it hit up there and then it rolled down. So I feel bad.
Not the best of shots. So anyway.
That's what I've just been looking over there laughing at, because they've been searching
I've played this golf course a lot, and I'm just going to be honest, I've never seen a ball up there. So, hey, there's a first time for everything, and to make it a little bit more challenging. You know, some people want to get their money's worth. So, hey, look, they want to score 120, 130, 140. They want to get as many strokes in as they can to get their money's worth. That's not the object of the game, by the way. But anyway, a lot of events going on. I know that was a lot to throw at everybody. So we'll post on our Auburn Blitz Instagram some more information about the event coming up in July. So make plans to do. It's always a fun event.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of updates. And maybe Butch Thompson, you know, maybe they're talking about a World Series run and maybe a national title. And that's a good segue into baseball here for a couple minutes before we go to our next break. Is Auburn gets started tonight with LSU. LSU knocked off Oklahoma, and they're approaching this thing to go win it. And I'm not sure Auburn baseball has done that in a long time. It's been since 1998. I remember that. I was at Auburn when that happened, when Auburn won the SEC tournament. And Casey Dunn was catching for Auburn. I worked with the baseball team. I remember all that. It was great. It's been a long time. I tell everybody that's been a long time since Auburn won an SEC baseball tournament. I love that Butch Thompson came out and said, we know it's been that long, and look, our goal is to come in here and compete to win this tournament first. We're not worried about regional, not worried about super regional. We want to win this tournament.
How important is it to go into this tournament wiping away what happened at the first two games with Georgia coming into Auburn?
Right.
And then you had that Jack State loss that was very brutal midweek. But taking that and wiping it away and learning from that and going into a team that you haven't seen yet in the SEC, in LSU, that you are expecting to hopefully win that game.
Right. I mean, you're definitely going to be favored, but I think also Butch Thompson made mention that he's stressing the urgency on the other side. LSU has not had a good season. They would love nothing but to come in and keep their season going by winning another game against the top opponent. Don't have a time set. You know, it's usually around 7:30, 8 o'clock before it gets started. But you got LSU tonight. If you win that game, you got to turn around and play Texas A&M. When you went to Texas A&M, I know that'll be kind of like a little revenge thing in Texas A&M's mind to have an opportunity to to get Auburn back from winning that series on the road. But I love the bracket Auburn's in. Again, LSU, who's a 14 seed. Then you get Texas A&M, who you had really good success with in College Station. And then if you win that game, you get the winner of the Tennessee, Arkansas, or Texas. And I know Texas is really, really good. Auburn blew a couple opportunities to win that series at home. Auburn knocked off Arkansas, and Auburn hadn't played Tennessee this year. So I love this side of the bracket versus the Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State side of the bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also with these being one game, elimination games,
Right.
You've got to go into this intense environment and also tension that you have with these teams. And so that's what I think Butch Thompson is really good about with his teams each year, is how you get into those single elimination games and they're able to, take mental note that this is it. We don't have a whole series that we get to play out. This is it, or we go home.
Postseason baseball is a different animal. I love baseball season, but it's a marathon. In postseason, it's the urgency of fighting for your life. Every pitch, every play, like one error in the field can cost you. I mean, it's, again, you don't play tight, but it's hard not to, when you get in this thing. Now, it's a little better in regional play because it's a double elimination. But in a conference tournament like this, you lose, you're out. And then when you get to the super regional, it's a best 2 out of 3, which is more like what you're used to playing during the season.
Right.
So and then you get to Omaha, if you get to Omaha, which is the goal, and you go back to that double elimination bracket style play. So, all right, we're up against the break. We are live on location at Prime Steakhouse here in Stillwaters. And again, this place is awesome. You've seen us down here at about 12:45ish. They're going to be bringing out some stuff. It's the worst segment that we do every single time because they bring all this great food out here and we have to go for another 15 to 20 minutes talking to all you guys with all this great food in front of us. So, hey, that's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem.
We're not complaining for sure. But anyway, come on down. Make sure you take advantage of all the great things going on at Prime Steakhouse this weekend with Memorial Day. We'll go back over those here in a little bit as well. All right, stay tuned. More to come here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Preparatory Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Join the 43rd Alabama State Games, June 12th through 14th, 2026. Compete in Olympic-style events and support Alabama youth sports. Discover the power of sports. Registration opens March 1st at alagames.com.
Everyone to the Auburn Blitz, halfway through our show today, and we're at Prime Steakhouse, and man, this place is always jumping, and I've been down here so many times over the last several months on Friday or Saturday nights, and it's a minimum of an hour wait. It doesn't matter what time you come, and that's a good thing because you got a lot of great places to go hang out, get a few drinks if you want to. It doesn't feel like you wait an hour because they've got so many good vibes going on down here. And then when you finally get
golf simulators,
yeah, I mean, you can go in there.
There's
all kind of stuff to do down here while you wait to eat. We love it. It's one of my favorite places around here to go and eat, and it's one of the best steakhouses of anywhere. So you need to come check it out. Hey, guess what? It is time for Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine because it is halfway through our show.
halfway through talking about Memorial Day specials because Memorial Day, Conecuh burgers, 1 pack of Conecuh sauce, great deal. And then you can double it. And then they've got their Boston butts, baked beans and potato salad. And if you want it 6 to 8 people, $116. And then you can also make it 10 to 12. And then ribs, I know you love the ribs.
It's hard to beat it. Cannot go wrong. But anyway, who came up with Boston butt, by the way? I thought I'd just, since it's Memorial Day, where did that come from? I never have researched that. So,
Sarah, go ahead and fact check.
And we're going to bring Sarah on here in a little bit because she is going to be our new addition.
She is.
This summer. Another intern for us. So we'll talk to Sarah before we get off the show. But anyway, we're already putting her on her first assignment. Where did Boston butt come from? I don't think she probably anticipated that as being her first thing to do. I don't know what I come up with sometimes. But anyway, I'm just kind of curious where that comes from. So maybe we'll get you an answer out there, or at least myself an answer. I don't know that any of you were asking that, but I was. All right, look, I know this is not Auburn, but LSU and what they had zero roster about a month ago. And, Will Wade is kind of one of those guys with that little sly grin, and he told everybody, went on a couple of podcasts and said, hey, we ain't worried about it, man. We're good. And everybody's like, and welcome back to the SEC, Will Wade. And look, here's the deal. I know we got some Bammers that watch, and they're going to be like, all right, don't be pointing the finger at LSU because I know Auburn's gotten Narcisse Nagoy, who, by the way, just got a ton of accolades. And then, you get Mantis Rupstavicius from Lithuania, who is one of the top international players, the number one wing player in the world. I mean, I hate to be that way, but that's how he's ranked. But I'm telling you, man, and I know everybody's kind of pointing fingers, but this roster that LSU just went ahead and said, we're just going to go to the NBA and we're going to get some guys that actually played or actually were drafted or actually were in a situation where they played in a summer league game. This is crazy. This roster that we're looking at is unbelievable.
If I was Alabama right now, and everyone knows that we don't like Alabama over here, I would be fuming. There would be smoke coming out of my ears right now, knowing that they have two guys that have signed two-way NBA contracts.
They've got a former Alabama player, Mo Diabate.
And
Kentucky last year.
And they are able to still go and play after having Charles Bediako get axed. I would be fuming right now. And to me, I still don't understand. Is there not a standard that the Charles Bediako situation was supposed to label and say that you can't have guys that have signed contracts?
Some coach went off. An anonymous coach went off and said, used some pretty bad expletives and called Will Wade an effing idiot multiple times, saying that, you know what you're doing. You need, you're just doing this for the sake of it.
So what happens after this?
I don't know.
If they all
this
get
is a
axed?
straight bird finger to the NCAA and Alabama, because they went through the court process to get Charles Bediako cleared, and they ruled against him. So Will Wade just is picking up where he left off. The reason he got ousted from LSU to begin with. And I'm going to let you pronounce the kid from Michigan State. This is just going to be fun to try to pronounce. Is it Uga Chukwuewu?
You got you.
You got you?
That's what it kind of looks like.
You got you?
You got you.
Uga Chukwuewu.
You got you.
Uga, I don't know what it is. Uga something. Divine Uga Chukwuewu. I think that's how you say it.
And then they got Abdul Bashir's brother,
Abdi Bashir, who actually was the more talented, I think,
out of the brothers.
I mean, just from
you got to call it how it is.
Well, it is. I'm not sitting here trying to, skirt the issue. And then they got a few EuroLeague players, but so does Auburn.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I think they got R.J. Lewis that was in the G League in 23. And then Yam Madar, who was drafted in 2020. He's 25 years old now, but Mantis is an older guy. Look, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here. I'm just saying that they just went out pretty much. It was the talk yesterday of everybody. It's the most unorthodox college basketball roster. It's kind of like everybody kind of was sticking their toe in the water a little bit. And Will Wade said, look, I'm about to go do a cannonball.
I came back here for this moment.
I'm about
Maybe
to do
it's just a social experiment, him coming back. I don't really know. So let me ask you a question.
Yep.
The NCAA 5-5 that we are going to get to in a little bit. I think this is a good segue kind of into that.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got
how does that all apply to all these guys?
Yes, you've got Euro players who. When does that start? And then you also have that would leave the guys that graduated or went to the NBA ineligible, right? Or would that be?
That's not passed yet. So,
but I'm saying because we're going to talk about this.
Oh yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
It's a good question. I mean, seriously, I don't have an answer to that. If I would be telling a lie if I told you I knew how they were going to deal with that. I just think that, again, we're past our break. We got to get to break. Tommy Tuberville made some comments about all this and kind of how he's feeling it. He's the one responsible for the bill that's trying to get past Washington right now. So, all right, up against the break, we're live on location at Prime Steakhouse here in Stillwater's. Such a great place. So many cool things going on this weekend for Memorial Day weekend, so you need to come check them out. We'll talk about them some more when we come back. Stay tuned. More to come here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Don't get stuck in the heat. Right now, get your AC tune-up for as low as $49. And if your system's older, now's the time to upgrade. Choose your system, and we'll level you up at no extra cost. Hurry! Limited systems available. Call Dixie, and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Everyone to the Auburn Blitz, couple segments left on the show today, and we're live on location at Prime Steakhouse. Again, everything Auburn Blitz is brought to you by the Glenda Mitchell Office. That's right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I usually pause and let you say that, so I overstepped, literally. So
It's okay, but we know Glenda Mitchell is going to be the one that will step right into whatever case it is that you have and take over.
Yes, for sure. Justin gave us an update, said Gilbert birdied 17. All 4 Auburn golfers birdied 17 today against Auburn to minus 22. And look, feel pretty confident Auburn's going to make the cut now. And again, update Jackson at 4 under for the round, Jake and Josiah at minus 2. And then Logan is even today. But look, Auburn's been consistent. And you just got to make the top 5 to move on. And last year, they were in this situation and, went to nationals and didn't end up working out. They got a bigger goal. I hate to say it, but it's a bigger goal in mind. Or don't hate to say it. That's really where your mind is. So, all right, let's talk about this 5 for 5. And again, Tommy Tuberville had some things to say this past week at the Bruce Pearl Golf Tournament. And one thing that stood out to me, Faith, is he's like, look, it's this transfer portal for him. He goes, I don't care if players make $100 million, but it's we got to stop allowing all these transfers just constantly. And I thought the NCAA and I know we sound like a broken record. I get tired of saying it. But I'm glad that the second portal window went away, and it helped tremendously, at least like Coach Golish said, hey, man, this is our team, whether we got deficiencies or not. Whether you got deficiencies or not, this is our team. And then they bring out the food just like they do every time, and it is so good. It is so daggone good. So
just grabbing cheese balls.
Oh, man. It's ridiculous. We'll show all this to everybody here in just a minute. I want to go back, though, and say that, it gets closer back to the way it used to be. You go through spring, if you find a position group that's deficient, hey, you better figure out how to make them better, because you can't go out and steal somebody else's tight end or running back or wide receiver. If those particular rooms aren't good, then you need to go figure out how to make them better. And I'm for that, but the 5 to play 5 is the way this thing should be.
I agree. So just for people that don't know, the 5 seasons in 5 years is from the clock starts when high school graduation or when you turn 19, whichever one comes first. So would that necessarily mean in the EuroLeague, they would start this would start at 19 for them when we're talking about that? So that was my question earlier. And this gives athletes 5 full seasons to play. And, there's in different sports, different benefits.
Absolutely. So, under the current situation right now, you have 4 seasons in 5 years, and then you have the waivers and the red shirts. And in the 5 for 5, I mean, it is straight 5. And then what you lose there are the medical hardship waivers, which I understand. There's some things there. You won't have any red shirts at all. It goes back to what you just said, turning age 19, whichever comes first, whether you graduate from high school or turn 19 when your clock starts. And I don't know if they know what they're talking on the basketball side. It's not necessarily that big a deal on the football side with international guys, Faith, but that is the core of what everybody's talking about in basketball. So is there going to be a separate rule for different sports, or is that all the way across the board?
That's where you have to have some sort of clear rule. And I think that's what Coach Tommy Tuberville has been really pushing for the last couple of years, is because there is no clear yes, no, right, wrong. We talked about that with him when we had him on the show about a year ago, about what the layout should be or what it is.
Right.
And, there not being a clear answer in anything that's been going on the last year has created so many lawsuits, has created so many, disappointing things.
Well, you know what that means? It's just time to get him back on. Just need to make the call and get Coach Tuberville, and I still call him Coach because I'm never going to not call him Coach, but going to have him on again at some point in time and maybe let him talk about this. And I know that bill that he started, I think he said he's about 5 or 6 votes away from getting it where it needs to be in the Senate. So maybe that can happen. So, all right, as we look at this, how big are those things? Like, this is...
I'm scared to turn it. Oh my gosh.
This is the Reuben. That is the
wing.
The teriyaki glaze, honey barbecue.
I think it's the honey barbecue.
Golly. And then Sarah had the cheese balls over here. Just unbelievable. So, as you can see them. And their menu down here, they have the best oysters anywhere. They have all their appetizer, all their steaks are phenomenal. They've got the best chicken fried steak down here. It's the white sawmill gravy.
Yeah.
It is just unbelievable. I don't know that there's anything. The mahi down here, the grilled mahi, is phenomenal. Everybody that tries the grilled mahi is just blown away by it. So you can pick all this different stuff, and you're not going to go wrong. That's the good thing about it. So Prime Steakhouse on point. Brian is the man back there, his whole entire staff. We appreciate them so very much. All right, we're going to take another break. We come back, we're going to introduce Sarah, and we're going to close the show out here, and then we're going to eat some of this great food because it's torture. I'm just going to be honest with you. All right, stay tuned. One final segment coming up here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. And eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bank Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz today. This is our new intern, Sarah. Sarah, thank you so much for coming on today. Brett, go ahead.
No.
Pull up a seat.
Y'all are doing a great job.
Oh, well,
Y'all doing a great
Brett had walked up there and we'd gotten the text. I was like, all right, here we go.
No, you're good, sir. I'm going to do it right.
So, Sarah, why don't you tell everybody about yourself, your student, everything?
I'm a student at Georgia Southern University. I'm in communications, and I love Auburn sports, so it's really good to be here, and thank you guys for taking me on for the summer.
You're an Alexander City native, is that right? No?
Orlando.
She's from Orlando. She's got family that's an Alexander City native.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, even I'm still learning. So, but why Auburn out of some of the other teams? Georgia Southern, obviously. I'm sure you're a fan, but why Auburn?
There's always been a strong connection between the two schools. I think we got Benka, who just came over here. He was here for a couple years, went back to Georgia Southern, and then came back here. And he's a friend I've just met, working for the school and everything. And then we got Irk Russell, who's obviously, he's a big name at my school. I'm sure he's big here as well. So just a lot of connections and stuff. I've always called it like a cousin school, or big cousin.
Okay. Well,
at least it's not Georgia that you're.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, why?
Are you a Georgia fan at all?
No.
Good.
No.
I like you more now.
Well, we were gonna axe the internship. I'm just kidding. But we're glad to have Sarah with us this summer, and she brings a lot of great skills to the table, and going to continue to help us enhance what we're doing online. And we're going to do some new things that we haven't really dove off into yet. So maybe more on the writing side, more connection to our website, more of the, I guess, the narrative that goes deeper into some of the interviews that we get with some of the players and all. But again, we appreciate Sarah coming over from Georgia Southern. And again, every intern we've had has been from Auburn. So this is great for us. It helps us to branch out into other schools and give people some opportunities. So Sarah, she's already passed her first test. I asked her, where did the term Boston butt come from? And she had to answer it like that. So,
real quick.
So we all learned something today.
Efficiency. Yep.
At its highest level. So Sarah, hopefully going to try to get her on camera some. I know that's not what you want to do primarily, but we like to.
You just stepped up to the plate really well.
Right on in here, man.
So
it just tells me all I need to know right there. But again, looking forward to a good summer. Sarah will be going on some of the trips with us, to some of the recruits. It's going to be a fun summer here at Auburn Blitz. Again, reminder, everybody out there, go subscribe to our YouTube page. Go find us on Instagram. That's where we put all of our updates and information on there. We've kind of embraced that as our hub to send people there. So go out there and like our page there if you haven't. And Faith, again, we're just looking forward to a great summer, and we'll blink. It'll be time for football season.
Yeah, I can't believe it. But right now we've got Memorial Day weekend coming up, and Prime, Stillwaters, everything here. They've got so much going on. They've got live music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They also have started doing breakfast. And so we were talking to Chef Brian and how they have been really busy on Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday mornings, but they still do it on Thursdays. They've got some really phenomenal food that we're going to have to come down here, maybe do the podcast from here one morning and eat some breakfast.
Yeah, don't twist my arm. Speaking of entertainment this weekend at Prime, and by the way, I'm getting Eric. He said he was coming down here, and he didn't. I even talked to him right before we went on the show, and Of course, he probably got pulled in another direction. But anyway, Friday night, Electric Avenue. Saturday night, Adam Hood and Drake White. And then Sunday night, from American Idol, Phil and Lee. So, look, that is a great lineup. Don't let a little rain. There's going to be rain on and off. You can just expect it. That's in the forecast. It's not going to be a washout. So you need to make plans to come down here to Prime Steakhouse at some point in time during the weekend and take advantage of this great entertainment. So,
yeah, no, I mean, whatever, if there's going to be some rain, there's going to be rain literally across the entire country. I feel like you have a drought for how long, and then
3 months, and then the Memorial Day weekend rolls around. And
yeah,
rain. So
it's like, okay.
That's what happens. So,
everyone that has plans, though, make sure you're safe, you're careful. Glenda Mitchell, if you are on the road, you want to have her number in your phone, because this is a really, really busy weekend, and this is when accidents can happen. So if you can be off the road, I would try to do that. But if you can't, make sure you have Glenda Mitchell's number in your phone. And whether or not you're traveling to lakes out of state, she's in Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina.
She's all over the place. Those numbers for Alabama, 334-604-7927. Okay, that's going to wrap us up for TV. Again, we appreciate Prime Steakhouse so much for allowing us to be here for the show. We'll be back with you next week for more of the Auburn Blitz. For Faith Richardson and Sarah over here, our new intern, I'm Brett saying we've enjoyed it. We hope you have.